story, one without debate or difference of opinion. Clearly, what happened, what was inflicted on Bryan Snow 3.5 years ago was horrible and life-altering. The night of opening day, Snow was brutally beaten at the Dodger Stadium parking lot. The apparent trigger for that attack, Snow was wearing the jersey of his beloved San Francisco Giants in L.A. He spent 6 weeks in a coma. The Giants have continued through it all to embrace Bryan Snow, and with his team back again in the World Series, it is a good time for this special Giants fan. Shelley Smith visited with him this week.
It's game one of the World Series, and Bryan Snow is an intense and nervous fan watching his beloved San Francisco Giants, but loosens a bit as Hunter Pence hits a 2-run home run in the first inning.
2-run.
Oh. Why do you love the Giants? Why is that your team?
Why not? Who else am I gonna like? The A's? The Dodgers? No, the Giants are where it's at.
It's been 3.5 years since Snow was attacked outside Dodger Stadium after an opening day game with the Giants.
Fire paramedic operator 27, what's the address for the emergency?
Hi, I'm in the parking lot of Dodger Stadium and someone just got knocked out. They're just lying cold on the floor.
Police and witnesses said Snow, wearing his Giants jersey, was knocked unconscious by 2 Dodgers fans. Snow suffered severe brain damage. Do you have any feelings of bitterness or remorse or things you would have done differently that night?
Well, had I known, I would have turned to see the guy running at me and ready to clock my block, you know.
Today, the 45-year-old Snow, divorced with 2 children he sees several times a week, is living with his parents, 67-year-old Ann and 70-year-old Dave, in the house in which he was raised in Northern California. Insurance ran out in June for full-time residential care.
I was always waiting for that time when I could... I'm sorry. When I could bring my baby home to have him here so we could take care of him.
He's come a long way. I mean, we didn't think he would be this mobile even or vocal. But he can sit and have dinners with us. He's very funny.
That was good, huh?
What do you remember of what happened that night at Dodger Stadium?
I remember watching the Giants play.
He doesn't remember any of it. We created that memory for him.
The only reason we created it is if he asked us what happened down there, and we don't lie to him.
Please pause for a moment now as we keep Bryan and his family in our thoughts.
Bryan's story resonated all across the world. 5 months after the attack, Luis Sanchez and Marvin Norwood were arrested and last February pleaded guilty to assault and mayhem. At sentencing, Bryan's family, including sister Erin, addressed them in the courtroom.
Being here, I'd hoped to see one tiny bit of remorse in order to not think you both are that despicable. But I don't.
If you had a chance to talk to them, what would you tell them?
The men that did this to me?
Yes.
That they were dirty. It was a dirty fight. I had no idea that it was coming, and they took that from me.
You got a haircut today, right?
Brand new shaved dome. What do you think?
I think it looks awesome. When you see those scars, though, what does it remind you of?
Like I lost years of my life. 3.5 years so far.
His parents say Bryan needs more surgery and will always need 24-hour care.
I want to run. I want to walk like a normal person.
They say his short-term memory remains a problem. Did he ever forget that? Did he love the Giants? Did he love baseball?
No, I never forgot that.
Oh.
This one's from Tim Lincecum.
Yeah.
And this one's from Will Clark. Bryan, a true giant.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
What makes you happy?
Just being alive. Waking up every morning and knowing I'm here, and this place makes me feel good. I'm thinking 10-0. 10-0.
Shelley Smith with Bryan Snow. For their roles in the attack, Luis Sanchez was sentenced to 8 years in prison, Marvin Norwood to 4. 3 months ago, Stowe was awarded $18 million in damages, but because his two assailants have no income, the Dodgers are responsible for the bulk of that payment, and Stowe has yet to receive $1 as the post-trial legal wrangling continues. Continue the